for. Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Hi, I want to welcome everybody back to the beautiful complex at Shelby Valley High School. It's the first round of the state tournament for high school volleyball 2025-26. I'm here with Miss Shay Cornett from Knott County Central. We've met a whole lot this year. Shay, first I want to congratulate you where you've made it. Again, this is your second time in a row, correct? It gets to feel good after that, don't it? But I want to congratulate you. You've done a great job, great season with your girls. Just for you guys to win this, what do you have to do tonight?
I feel like the same old story, serve and serve receive. We're going to have to block. Miley Riddle is a dandy, so we're going to have to get some touches on blocks and slow the ball down some. Make sure we're covering because they have a good-sized block as well. So all those same things, I feel like.
You're right. You're exactly right. I said you're not going to change a whole lot, and both teams are pretty evenly. You both play the net well. You're both going to block well. You're both going to serve well. I just think this team probably matches up a little better with you because they are just accurate on serving. Your two big girls in the middle is going to be a real tassel night, which will be great. Everybody should enjoy the show.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, we got to play Shelby Valley way back in June, and you don't know anything about what your season's going to be like then, and it was a good match then. So I look forward to another good match tonight.
Well, like I said, I want to congratulate you. You've done a great job. I'll tell you what, when you do this, when you win this 24 times, you come. No, I was kidding you. No, but I was kidding. I was kidding, man. That has nothing to do with the night. This is all about you all. But I want to say congratulations, best of luck. It's going to be a great match either way, I think. I think both teams will pull it right down to the wire. You guys are going to pull out every stop, everything you've ever tried this year will be pulled out tonight.
That's the plan. It's win or go home. So I know we're going to do our very best, and so are they. So it'll be a good one.
Well, like I said, the 14th and 15th are represented by two great teams. So good luck, guys.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'll end that here. We'll be back in probably about 10 minutes to start the regular game. See you later. Bye.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head to head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Good times, good food, and good people at the Goal Line Bar and Grill. Come try their daily lunch specials as well as the best steak in Hazard as voted by the people. Looking for something fun to do? Hit up the tables and the dartboard. Also, trivia night every Tuesday evening. Goal Line has all your favorite big sports events on the big screen. There's something for everyone at Goal Line. Goal Line Bar and Grill in Hazard.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensperger from Hoffensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The Law Office of Heidi Hoffensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley High School, as Betty Von Cottle introduced herself, and she's back. She didn't go anywhere. So if you said she said bye, she's back up here at top. We're on the second floor here. I'm Manus Blair, and I'm once again joined by Betty Cottle, and this is the 2025 UK Healthcare Girls High School Volleyball Tournament first round on Hometown 24, and it's presented to you by the Bank of Hyman. And Betty Von, Shelby Valley 33-5, Knott County Central 36-2. Sets up for a royal battle here at the Shelby Valley Sports Center.
Yes, if you look at them on paper, they're pretty well evenly matched. I just think this is going to be, both of these teams are settled in. I think they're going to have nerves when the game first starts, but I think they'll settle down. Should be a very good game. Something the fans will enjoy watching.
And, when you look at Shelby Valley, you can't go without looking at the coach's daughter. Even though she said that she put it on the others, which is true, she is a all-around very good player. She's number 10, junior Miley Riddle, and she has 753 kills on the season. So I don't know if I've ever done a volleyball game that someone's had 753 kills.
But if you watch her in warm-ups hit the ball, you can see why she has 700 and some kills.
And also, she leads the team in service aces with 77. She leads the team in digs with 369, and she's just a junior. Then when you can also say, and I heard you talking about the length of the middle blocker, number 12, and that is Sanaya Linton. And she leads the team in blocks with 67. And I think coming over, we talked about how she will match up with Samara Bailey in the middle. And look forward to that. A lot of times in basketball, you look for matchups, and this is going to be a matchup that prior to the game, you're going to say whoever can come out on the top may be the difference in the volleyball match.
Yes, I figure I looked at both of them. I think that's going to be a good matchup in the middle. And then I think Taylor Baker will match up with number 10, Riddle. That's going to be another good matchup. It's just, which team makes the least amount of errors, who can get over all of this nervousness and settle down first and really just get back to playing they're going to have to play their type of volleyball. You can't change a lot now.
And which team gets into their offensive system and is consistent in passing that volleyball from the second level to the front level, and then the setter being able to come through. And, can't go without talking about the particular setter for Shelby Valley, number 21, Taylon Johnson. She's a sophomore. And, what you've got is 1,000 assists by Taylon, I'm sorry. As a sophomore. That means she's touched a lot of volleyballs. A very good amount. Now, sorry, I was looking at Josh there for a second. That's Taylon Johnson, and Taylon is a sophomore. And just like you touched upon in the interview, Shelby Valley has 0 seniors on this team. So a bright future for Coach Riddle and the Shelby Valley Lady Cats. But you've got Shay Cornett. She's got, this is her second go-around for the state tournament. I'm telling you, Minus, nobody knows until you do that, you get that in your blood and you want to do it over and over. So her kids are going to be ready to play because they don't want to get beat. And, it's a different kind of experience once you've gotten here. Even though they hosted the first round last year, it's new for Shelby Valley. And, and I know Shelby Valley's played on some big-time atmospheres this summer and, of course, throughout the season. But it's still a little bit different. They're going to be playing before the biggest crowd probably they've played before other than the other night at Paintsville. So you never know early who adapts quick enough to get over that adrenaline rush that you receive when you play in such a big-time match. Yes, that's what I said. It's the team that's going to settle down, can get their team settled down, get back into their game of volleyball, and can, like you said, they've got to stay consistent. You can't make a lot of turnovers. Service errors are going to be real important tonight because both of these teams are going to serve well. And coming over, I talked about that Knott County Central had almost 2-to-1 service aces. And, sometimes statistics play a part. Sometimes it doesn't play really a part when you're playing against each other in such a big first-round matchup. But when you're talking about Knott County Central, you're talking about their versatility on the offensive side. You mentioned Taylor Baker, Samara Bailey, and, of course, Ava Waddell has really come on in the last 2 matches in her hitting and has made them even more versatile after losing Kinley Baker, which was a big loss for the Lady Pats. But then you've got your 8th grader and your freshman that has stepped in, Minus, and they do not play like a freshman and 8th grader. They were in the regional tournament and they stepped right in and just played their roles great. Yes, unfazed. Exactly. And, when you're talking about Kraft and King, both of those kids came through when it wasn't, the seniors or the juniors or the sophomores. They came through when they needed to do something on the floor. And coming through, Samara Bailey with a breakout in the last 2 matches there and end up becoming the MVP of the 14th region tournament. And just overall, her game is picked up defensively and offensively, and serving, as you've mentioned several times this year.
And the thing is, Manus, Knott County and I'm sure Shelby Valley both had played good teams in the district and the region to get here.
Oh,
neither one of these had a walkthrough because both of these, all their districts and their regions has picked up so much. There's so much talent all over.
And when you talk about Shelby Valley, they had to play at Paintsville against the Kenners and win that match, and it was a big-time affair for Shelby Valley to come out on top. And, of course, Knott County Central defeated Leslie County, and Leslie County played Shelby Valley 3 times this year. So kind of, I'm sure, I didn't ask Coach Cornett, but I'm sure she talked to Coach Washburn at Leslie County and looked at some of the video and the film that we've seen up to that point. So as you can see right now, they're getting ready to do some announcements. They'll probably go ahead and do the national anthem, and we'll take a break when they get to that part.
I just think that this is going to be a very good, could very easily go 5 sets.
And I'm looking forward to that. And some people may say, why is this first round being played? It's 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th rotates. And you can look at that, and we'll be talking about that as the goes through. But the PA person has started to announce, and not sure of the officials. I forgot to ask Principal Greg Napier about where the officials were coming from. And I want to thank Shelby Valley's administration, which includes Mr. Greg Napier, for allowing us to come over and do the volleyball game of the first round.
This is going to be a very loud crowd.
Yeah, much like we had the other night at Leslie County. And we're going to take a break here as the national anthem is going to be played. So stay with us on Hometown 24.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets. Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you're the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust.
Powered by the nation's most reliable network. TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
Welcome back to the campus of Shelby Valley High School here with the 2025 UK Healthcare Girls High School Volleyball Tournament first round on Hometown 24, and it is presented to you by the Bank of Heinemann. Betty Vaughn getting ready to announce the players, and I'm going to kind of go through each one of them while they're announcing them, and if you want to make an interjection there, please do. But first of all, for Knott County Central being announced, Knott County Central, of course, has 4 seniors on their roster, and with that being said, I cannot find my roster of all of them. I gave it to WPRG. That's why I don't have a roster. But number 3 is Taylor Baker, a senior. Number 4, Kaylee King is a freshman. Number 5, Zoe Miller is a junior. Number 9, Avery Sluss is a junior. Number 15, Ava Waddell is a senior. Number 19, Lily Blair is a junior. Number 27, Avery Conley is a senior. Number 30, 8th grader Riley Kraft. Number 33, senior Samara Bailey. As you can hear the crowd for Shelby Valley, they're on our side over here. Number 34, Aiden Conley for Knott Central is a freshman. 31, Bella Hammond is a sophomore. 20, Emily Waddell is a freshman. Number 2, Haley Cornett is a sophomore. Number 6, Selena Sparkman is a junior. And, of course, Kinley Baker, who is injured, is a freshman. For Shelby Valley, number 3, Lindsey Baldwin is a sophomore. Number 4, the Libero, Micaiah Price is a junior. Number 10, Miley Riddle is a junior. 13, Riley Purry is a junior. 21, Taylon Johnson, a sophomore. Number 12, Sania Linton is a sophomore. 24, Isabella Gravely is a freshman. 19, Aaron Elkins is a sophomore. 25, Savannah Church, sophomore. 15, Sophie Reed, junior. 32, Audrey McPeak, freshman. 17, Cadence Dotson is a sophomore. Alina Fleming, 35, sophomore. Abby Little, 9, sophomore. And 33, Kaylin Coleman is a freshman, coached by Misty Riddle. That was pretty much right on time, almost.
It was. You done a great job, man.
If I could have found Knott County stuff. But anyway, Knott County Central once again, 36-2 on the season. Shelby Valley 33-5. Both of them had one loss in their particular regions this year.
Like I said, I'll say it over and over. It tells what a rise that volleyball is doing right now.
And we have a jam-packed crowd on this side, and getting a few more people coming in. Still have time if you're on the road coming in, you're listening to us on Facebook, YouTube.
It's going to be loud and proud tonight, man. This is the kind of crowds that I like to see. I like to see this place full and everybody into it.
A lot of young ladies in the audience hoping someday to be in that same spot.
People you don't know how hard it is to get here until you start coaching. It's a lot of steps to get to the top.
So Shelby Valley will start out serving, and it will be Taylon Johnson, number 21, who will serve 64 aces on the season. And she is a left-hander. Sluss to Miller, across to Bailey. Bailey over the top. Able to get to it. Riddle over the top of the double block. Baker with it. Miller, Waddell over the top. Riddle with a dig. We're going to battle for it.
Nice job.
Sluss. Kraft tries to cut it, cuts it in the net. Point Shelby Valley. Shelby Valley able to scramble to get that first point.
And this is what you figure every point's going to be like right here.
And if it is, it's going to be a long night.
Yes, everybody's going to, everybody's going to pull out every punch, every hit they've ever used this year.
Kraft goes to Miller, tight to the net. Bailey goes down the line, and it's no touch. It's long. Point Shelby Valley.
Great set by Zoe. Samara just needs to follow through.
Johnson will continue to serve. Put a little bit more on it the last time. Bump set goes to Kraft. Kraft into the block of Baldwin, and it's going to be point Knott County Central. Blair will come in for Kraft, and she will go back to serve for Knott County Central. This is the 5th meeting all time between these two, both of them with 2 victories. Goes to Riddle outside off the block. Able to get to it. It's going to be a free ball for Shelby Valley. Goes across, Riddle down the line, and it's going to be long, and that's going to be point, Knott County Central. About a hair of the chinny chin chin did it go out. And that's going to be 2-2. Down the line, and it's going to be up by Elkins. Goes to Riddle, block. Goes in, somebody's in the net, and I believe that's Baldwin. It's in the net, and that's going to be point, Knott County Central. Thank you for joining us on Hometown 24. You can hear it in the stands.
Yes. And Riddle's already telling her group, settle down. She's got a lot of underclassmen. They've got to get their nerves under.
Nobody comes to it, trying to get to it, and it's going to be a free ball for Knott County Central. Blair goes in the middle to Bailey. Unable to contain it was Price, and it's going to be a point for Knott County Central. 4-0 run for Knott County Central. Roberta Waddell, thanks for tuning in. It's going to be Johnson, goes backside. It's going to be drawn that time. Blair with it, backside to Miller over the top, but Elkins has it. Johnson across to Riddle, cuts it, but there's Baker, called by Blair. It's going to be a free ball for Shelby Valley. Elkins Johnson across to Riddle, and she puts it down. And you can see why she has that many kills on that shot right there.
It is, but then look at, she's got a good setter. This setter has not missed maybe one set so far in this game. Both these teams have good hitters. They have good setters, great little liberos.
Gravely will come in for Elkins. And the serve is to Baker. Goes backside to Miller over the top. Riddle with it. Baldwin into the net. Free ball for Knott County Central. Goes to Bailey in the middle, and she puts it down. Point, Knott County Central. Sluss will serve as King will come in for Waddell. Goes to Riddle. The Johnson in the middle to Riddle. She goes to the double backside. Point. Shelby Valley. Linton will come in, and out will go Baldwin. Going back to serve will be Price. Price with 58 service aces on the season. King, Conley across to Baker over the top. There is Price. Johnson across to Riddle. Blocked by Bailey. Point, Knott County Central. 6-4. Bailey will serve. Bailey was 60. Yep, go ahead.
Half the crowd on both sides standing up, and they're yelling and screaming on every hit.
Riddle goes short, but it's going to be a point. As Sluss unable to get to it. Smart play by Riddle. Point, Shelby Valley.
Yes, she's crushed about 5 and then tipped one. That's what you do when you move this defense. The defense has got to be able to move back.
Riddle with 77 aces, hits it into the net. Point, Knott County Central. Kraft will come in, Conley will go out, Sluss in, Bailey out, Miller to serve. Glad you could join us here on Hometown 24. Minus Blair and Betty Cottle. Riddle, Johnson outside, and it's going to be off the left-hander of Gravely. Bump set goes to Kraft over top. There is Price to get to it. Goes to Linton. She cuts it short. Nobody there. Point, Shelby Valley. Gravely will go out. Elkins will come in for Shelby Valley, and Elkins will go back to serve. Elkins, a sophomore for Coach Riddle. Goes to Sluss. Goes backside, Baker, but Riddle's there. Nice hustle, but it'll be point, Knott County Central. Smart play by Baker.
Yes.
Baker will go back to serve. I think we had cleanup in aisle 1 down there. Hurry, backside goes to Linton, and she's going to hit it long. Point, Knott County Central. You see Coach Riddle was telling Linton to get over top of it. Baker to serve once again. Goes to Riddle. Johnson, 3-meter hit by Ryder, and it's going to go away. One of the things we talk about coming over, she does a lot of those 3-meter hits or macro attacks.
Yes, that takes a lot of work to be able to hit that accurately.
Johnson now will serve for Shelby Valley. Goes to Sluss. Miller across to Waddell, off the block of Baldwin, and that's going to be point, Knott County Central. Price will come in. Going back to serve will be King. Price up to Johnson, goes backside to Riddle, cuts over the top. It's going to be close to the net. Miller able to get to it, but they're not going to. Another smart play, point Shelby Valley. Johnson once again. Kraft. It's going to be a bump all the way, and it's going to be a free ball for Shelby Valley. Goes to Johnson all the way across the Riddle. He's off the block. Get to it, and it's going to be a free ball. That ball might have been going outside, and off Purry hits it off the double block. Nice job, and it's going to be 4-point Shelby Valley. (10-9) Shelby Valley, first set. Johnson serving. Baker, Miller, Kraft over top. There's Price, Johnson, Riddle, and it's killed for Riddle. Point Shelby Valley. She can really get up.
Yes, because she went up over Samara and was it?
I think it was Kraft on this side. Ties it up at 10-all here in set one. Kraft goes across. It's going to be cut over to Price, backside Riddle, and it's blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds. Point Shelby Valley. Shelby Valley takes the lead.
Yeah, they're getting tips. They have to turn their hands to the inside.
Sluss unable to handle it, and it's another point Shelby Valley, and they pull out 12-10. Once again, it's that left-hand serve that looks like it's not doing anything, but it's moving.
Right.
Miller's going to get to it. Once again, out of system. Shelby Valley staying in system, and that's going to go long, and that's going to be point Knott County Central. Kraft is going to go out. Lily Blair will come in, and she will serve. Elkins to Johnson outside to Riddle. That's going to be off of Sluss, and it's going to be point Shelby Valley. Knott Central can ill afford not to stay in system. Every free ball, they're punishing them off with Riddle. Purry to serve, goes to...
Nice up by Miller.
Goes back to Miller. She's going to go short, but Baldwin is there. Goes outside Riddle, goes over the top. Nobody there. Point Shelby Valley. 14-11.
You know, that's the shot we've talked about all year. You've got to be able to cover that shot.
Purry, once again, it's going to go long. Point Knott Central. Waddell will go out, and King will come in. Sluss to serve.
Nice job by Taylor Baker. She went all the way back to make sure it was out.
Riddle, Johnson middle, Riddle off the block, and it's on two. And that was a double hit. Double hit on Johnson. She hit it in the net, and then she hit it again, and she wasn't blocking, correct?
Well, no, what they called is the ball, it was a double hit out of her hands.
Oh, okay, so I was incorrect then. Riddle, and she hits it across.
See, that's that little zero. That is so quick. When they pop that ball up, you've got to go with the ball.
15-13, Shelby Valley. Price to serve. King, Conley across to Baker over the top, but there was Johnson. Price bump set goes to over the top once again. Nobody there. Point, Shelby Valley, 16-13. And Captain Baker asking the R1 about something, and she'll convey it to Coach Cornett. And she's satisfied with the answer. Goes to King. Cross to Baker. Baker to Riddle. Johnson back to Riddle. It's cut shot. It's going to be a joust, and somebody was in the net. And it was Riddle that was in the net, and that's going to be a point, Knott Central. Bailey to serve. Backside to Riddle. There was nice job by Blair. Bump set, block. Goes back to Baker. Riddle. Gravely gets it in. Nobody there once again. And Coach Cornett says, give me a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust.
Powered by the nation's most reliable network, TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
Welcome back to the 2025 UK Healthcare Girls High School Volleyball first round of the state tournament on Hometown 24, and it's presented to us by our great sponsor, the Bank of Hyman. Coach Cornett trying to alleviate that little middle hole there that they have scored, and you said 5 points there, so a little bit of a different defensive scheme probably going to come up now.
Yeah, she's got to figure out, they've got to figure out how they're going to close that gap around this block.
And Riddle will serve for Shelby Valley. Goes to Bailey.
Nice hustle by Waddell.
It's going to be a free ball. Goes in the middle, and that's straight down. Linton with the size and the length on that one. Point, 18-14.
And minus, that zero set, it's a real quick set, and Knott County is trying to wait until she goes up. They've got to go up when that ball is set.
Because it's already too late.
Yeah.
Blair outside to Miller over the top, but there's Johnson. Riddle across. Gravely, free ball, Knott Central. Goes across, Baker off the block, but there is Purry. Backside, Riddle, and it's going to go wide. Point, Knott County Central. And you will see Riddle will look at the blocker and determine which way she's going to go on that. Miller to serve. Price, free ball as Purry will knock it across. Sluss to Miller outside. Baker puts it down.
That's who you got to go to. You got to let Baker hit some.
And you know you can't free ball. Neither one of these teams can free ball because you're going to end up costing yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, both teams handle the ball too well to free ball.
Gravely goes out, and Elkins will come in. Miller with a serve. Johnson bump set back to Riddle, cuts it. Miller.
Nice job by Miller.
It's going to be a free ball for Shelby Valley. Johnson in the middle, and it's blocked, and it's going to be a point. Baker on the block. Knott Central draws within one at 18-17. And they did a better job. They heard what you were saying.
Baker is quick to bounce. You know how she is. She can bounce straight back up.
She's got that pogo stick to her. Miller to serve. Goes middle once again. It's going to hit over the top. Baker, back to Baker. Baker off the block. Nice job that time. Goes outside to Baker. Single block, and that single block works by Linton. Point Shelby Valley.
Yeah, she was right there, just at a good enough angle to take that ball.
Reed goes out of the game for Shelby Valley. Elkins will serve. Waddell, Miller, backside, Baker off of Price, point, Knott County Central. If Knott Central's going to take this one, Baker has to be on her A game.
She does.
Baker will serve. Johnson to Linton. Linton hits it. There's Baker. Miller outside. Waddell, left hand. It's going to be nice job, Miller. Call goes outside. Kraft. Riddle. Short to Linton. Linton pushes. There's Sluss. Outside, Waddell. And it's going to go long. Point, Shelby Valley.
That's great defense on both teams.
Little will come in for Shelby Valley, and she will serve. Linton goes out. Right on the line, goes outside. Waddell over the top. Little with a hip bump set. And they're going to say violation on Waddell in the net. And that's going to be point Shelby Valley.
I would suggest the teams in the 14th region, you need to start playing Shelby Valley. I'm sure Paintsville's do it. These little low zero sets that it gets you ready for that quicker game.
Riddle goes wide. It's on the line. That's going to be point. Shelby Valley 22-18. Little will continue to serve. And Coach Cornett's going to take another timeout, and we'll take another timeout with her. Stay here on Hometown 24.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust.
Powered by the nation's most reliable network, TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
Welcome back to the campus of Shelby County High School.
Shelby Valley.
Shelby Valley. Did I say Shelby County?
You did.
My gosh, that's down in central part of Kentucky. We ain't that far down.
That's all right. I said bye, so we're even now.
Shelby Valley High School here, and Coach Cornick calls a timeout at 22-18, trying to stem the tide here a little bit with Little serving for Shelby Valley. Goes outside to Waddell over top, Riddle with it. Back outside, 3-meter hit, and there's Sluss to get to it. Miller backside, Kraft rolls it over to Elkins. Johnson outside. It's going to be Purry off the block. Riddle's going to hit it short once again. Trying to catch Knott County out of system here, and it's going to be off the block. Baldwin hits it. Point Shelby Valley. 23-18.
As Kraft plays, she will learn how to roll that ball and make it short and low to drop right over that front row.
Sluss, and it's going to be another free ball as Kraft will knock it across. Little, Johnson, 3-meter hit. Baker, Miller, and it's going to catch him off. Point, Knott County Central.
Nice move by Miller.
Little goes out, Linton in.
You could not
Little
even, you
Price.
couldn't even see that shot until it left her hand.
King to serve. Riddle. Johnson back to Riddle. King with the hit. Backside. Waddell cuts it over the top. Riddle once again goes backside. Purry. King bumps head outside. It's going to go to Waddell off the block. Riddle. Johnson. Free ball. Knott County Central. Waddell block. Outside Kraft into the net, and that's going to be a point for Shelby Valley, and it will lead to set point number 1 and set 1. Johnson to serve. Bumps head outside to Bailey. It's blocked, and it is going to end the first set at 25-19, Shelby Valley. Stay with us. We'll have set number 2 when we come back.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust.
Powered by the nation's most reliable network, TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
This is News 12. Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornets want to air it out. He's got a man out here. Linden caught it to 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley High School as we are at the UK Healthcare first round of the KHSAA volleyball tournament. Shelby Valley takes set number 1, 25-19, and up and down, up and down, up and down, and Shelby Valley is up at the latter part and takes set number 1, Betts.
And, you know, you figure the turn is free balls. I think Knott County gave more free balls up, which allows Shelby Valley to get into their offense. And both of these teams, like I said, they have great setters, they have great hitters. Defense is good. It's just when you free ball, they're in rhythm and they're in system. They get the ball, and that setter will set who she wants to.
And how do you get them out of rhythm other than just?
Well, right now, I would start trying to tip around and see, can I find a hole somewhere and make them adjust that defense just a little bit and move around some.
Do you try to serve to her if you can get to the setter? Do you try to serve directly to her?
Well, but you've noticed Riddle, number 10, comes up and is like their second setter on the floor. I just think I would move the ball away, try to keep it away from Riddle and make it harder for them to get it to her.
So when you're like she's on the left side here, you're saying try to keep it to the other side.
Yes, and try to make that setter's body
have to bump it rather.
Yeah, she's got to turn her body to come this way.
Okay. So Knott County Central will start off serving in set number 2. Thank you for joining us here on Hometown 24, and thank all the volleyball fans of the mountains who have tuned in to us throughout the season. Johnson backside. Riddle cuts it over the top. Sluss in system now. Backside Miller over the top. Riddle's there. It's going to be a free ball. Goes to Bailey over the top, and that's going to be a point. Nice start for Knott County Central. Thought they may have been an illegal push on the Shelby Valley, but that was close, wasn't it?
It was. I guess because the rotation was slow.
Blair to serve again. Elkins, Johnson goes to Baldwin, and that's going to be in. That's going to be point, Shelby Valley.
You know, Sluss was playing pretty good defense. She could have went up a step, but that was just a good shot in between the
They've had
front
a
row,
couple
second
of
row.
those right
Yes,
there.
yeah,
In that, nothing you can do about that. Johnson to serve. And that's going to go long, and that's going to be point, Knott Central. Good eye by Baker. Sluss to serve. Waddell goes out. Serves it into the net. That's going to be point Shelby Valley. Gravely will come in. Elkins will go out for Shelby Valley. Purry to serve. King. Conley outside to Baker. Off the double block, and that's going to be a point, Knott County Central.
And I want to say, Myers, I want to apologize to Shay. It was a little inside joke with me and her when I said when she gets 24 of these. But this is her night to shine. My nights have shone, and the lights went dead.
I believe she understood that. Nice.
Yeah, I hope she does. That's just a hit. She goes up and she turns in the air and takes that ball away from that middle blocker. And just like both coaches have said, BVA has done a whole lot, but I think most of it are these young coaches are putting the time into it.
And Coach Riddle said that too. A lot of young coaches coming up through and teaching the right fundamentals.
And they're starting it in grade school.
Got to start young, just like in any sport. Miller with the kill, point Knott County Central. Kraft will come in, Bailey will go out.
And Miller took just enough off of that for that ball to drop early. Smart play.
Floater, and it's going to be, nice play.
Oh, my God.
In system goes to Riddle down the line, and that's going to be point, Shelby Valley. 4-4. Riddle will serve. Like I said, Riddle is a junior, so she'll be back next year.
You can tell both of these teams are very physically fit.
Waddell goes backside. It's going to be a free ball. Price to Johnson. Goes Linton, and it's going to be a point.
See, they have to close that. Somebody just has to say, I'll take that ball.
So do you pull everybody up, or do you just pull somebody in the back up?
Always, that was either my opposite outside hitter or my setter. That was
Johnson, backside Linton. There's Kraft. Miller across. Cuts it, and that's going to be another kill for Baker. Point, Knott County Central. And, you notice that Shelby Valley plays pretty deep in the back.
They do.
Baker to serve. Goes to Purry. Linton. And it's going to be a touch, and that's going to be point, Shelby Valley.
But Shelby Valley is relying on their front row to get tips off of these hits.
Gravely goes out. Elkins will serve. Miller, Waddell into the block, and that's going to be point. Shelby Valley, 7-5 in set number 2. Shelby Valley won the first set, 25-19.
Shay's talking to her. We have to get back together and play.
Miller back set, King. Miller with the call. Free ball, Shelby Valley. Johnson back to Riddle. Off the tape.
Oh, nice
Waddell.
job.
Backside goes Kraft over the top. Purry's there. Johnson, Linton off the block. Nice hustle, point, Shelby Valley.
Knott's hustling. Shelby Valley right now are just picking holes.
8-5 Shelby Valley. Baker, Miller all the way across. Waddell, Elkins with the up. Cross. Off the block of King, and it's going to be a point by Rydell and Shelby Valley. 9-5.
King done a good job. Her hands have to be still. She's got to go still as soon as it tips and go forward. And I know that ball's coming at some pretty good speed.
Backside, King hits it. Johnson, Riddle, Purry.
Nice job by Baker.
Purry, King, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central.
Smart play by King.
King to serve. Riddle, Johnson, backside, and it's going to be point, Knott County Central. Nine, 7, set number 2. Nice serve.
That was a nice serve.
And that's going to be a point. King had a little bit more mustard on that one. And Coach Riddle's going to call timeout. We'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley High School as Coach Riddle calls a timeout. And just a little PSA, tomorrow night we were supposed to do the Alice Lloyd College ladies game, and it has been moved, so we will not be doing that game on Tuesday night. Check with us on any other volleyball and football, and we'll have it on Facebook, and please share it when you get that information so everyone will know what we're telecasting the rest of the week. King will serve at 9-8. Riddle, Johnson. Nice job by Miller, goes across. Waddell over the top, and it's going to go long. Point Shelby Valley. Baldwin will come in for Price. Little will come in for Linton, and she will serve.
Yeah, Waddell came up a little early. The ball was set off the net, so she was a little under the ball.
And it's hit into the net, point, Knott County Central. Blair will come in, and Kraft will go out, and Blair will serve. And Little will go out, and Linton will come in, and then Price will come in for her.
That's a big exchange.
Very big one. Blair will serve. Elkins, bump set. It's going to be a push in that soft area once again. Comes back to it. Off the block. Smart play by Miller.
That's what Knott has to do. That's what Shelby Valley's doing. You got to find a few little holes, tip around, get them moving, and then you can go back to hitting the ball.
10 apiece. Blair to Johnson outside. Riddle cuts it off of Blair.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be a free ball. Baldwin unable to contain it. Elkins. It's going to be short. Sluss steps up. Blair outside. Waddell over top of the touch. And there's going to be a touch on Baldwin. It's going to be point, Knott Central, as they go ahead 11-10. Riddle. Nice job by Blair.
Yes, that was a nice shot. Good play by number 3.
Baldwin
Shelby
threw
Valley.
it back across.
Yes.
Sometimes people ask for that to be an illegal contact. You see more and more of that in NCAA play, and of course you saw Kentucky beat Texas 3-0 Sunday, which tickled me pink. Johnson, Baker to Bailey. Johnson outside, Riddle. The hit's going to go wide. She tried to cut it fine and could not.
She cut it. It hit the top of the net. That little couple-inch roll threw it out of bounds. Exactly.
Waddell goes out, Sluss to serve. Elkins, Johnson, Riddle, and it's going to go off. I heard a whistle in mid-flight, or I thought it did. And it's going to be a point, ties it up at 12 apiece. Purry to serve. Conley outside, Baker off the double block, and it's going to be point, Knott County Central.
Right here, they need to use Baker. And then, of course, you have Miller on this side.
Price with the up bump set goes in. Nice job by Bailey in the back. Backside, Miller off the double block. Point, Knott Central.
I like the way Miller's hitting into those blocks. She's not trying to go over or around. She's just hitting into them.
She's playing a very smart game.
Well, she sees they're off the net, so if she can hit down on their hands, the ball's going to drop down on their side.
And it's going to be point, Knott Central, as Riddle tried to cut it short backside. She has not made very many errors at all. 15-12. Bailey to continue.
Her mother would prefer she not make any errors.
Yeah, don't make none. Bailey with the service error, and that's going to be point for Shelby Valley. In will be Reed, and Gravely will go out for Shelby Valley. Price to serve. Gives it up. Baker in the middle off the single block, and it's going to be point, Knott County Central. I love when they move Baker to the middle.
Yes. Right now, you are exactly right. Shelby Valley has a huge hole in the middle of this floor.
Yeah.
I know they rely on speed, but I don't know if you can cover that with a good set. And
Miller,
you drop that straight down.
Linton is going to be a free ball for Knott County Central. Got to do something in system here. Miller, King, Price, bump set. Johnson cuts it tight. Nice job by King. And it's going to be knocked over. Free ball. Price back set. Riddle's going to go long, and that's point, Knott County Central. Shelby Valley just a little bit out of sync now.
And this is giving Knott County a little bit of momentum to work with.
Johnson, Linton, it's going to go, might have went out of it, but King reacted to it. Split second, you don't have time to think about it.
No, you don't. It's coming after you. It's coming right at you.
Point Shelby Valley. Riddle will serve. Sluss. It's going to be a free ball.
See, that's where King needs to put something on that.
And that's where Shelby Valley gets going right there. Riddle to serve.
Instead of bumping this over, you need to roll it, push it to a corner. You have to make them move, put a lot of rotation on the ball.
Off the net. Waddell, 3-meter hit, and that's going to be a kill for Waddell. 18-15, Knott County Central. Baker to serve. Price, Linton, out of system. Knott County right here needs to get something here. Miller backside, Kraft. Nice job by Purry. And we're going to have a net violation. I didn't see who it was on.
I didn't either. I'm too involved in watching the ball, what's going on.
I was too. And Coach Riddle's going to call timeout. We'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley High School. Coach Riddle with a timeout at 19:15 in set number 2 after they won set number 1.
Yes.
And I'm sure that Coach Riddle's going to probably do a little bit of changing. Wouldn't you expect just a little bit?
Well, you took Shea. They tipped and won the first game. Now, Shea's closed that gap up. So now Shelby Valley's trying to figure out where do I go to.
Price overpass, and Waddell's going to put it down. Oh, my. They're going to say interfering with a setter. So that's going to be a point for Shelby Valley.
That's just a close play. I mean, you can call that
Either
either way.
Goes backside, King, Riddle, Johnson, Sluss, Miller, outside, Waddell with a left hand, Purry. Bump set goes to Riddle in the middle, cut shot. Nice hustle by Kraft. And it's going to be a point for Shelby Valley as they draw within 2 at 19-17.
Right here, Knott needs to get a good first hit so they can get a set, let somebody swing at the ball.
Elkins to continue to serve. Goes to Waddell. Miller. Waddell off the block. Linton all she could do with it. Waddell off the single block, and that's going to be a point. And that's what you ordered up, Betty Bunn. They got it.
Yeah.
2017, Knott County Central.
Right now, Waddell's hitting percentage is high. You seen Sluss back there. The ball was blocked, but she was standing there ready to play defense on it.
King with the serve. Nice serve. That one just dropped in front of Price. 21-17, Knott County Central. King, backside's going to be in system now. Baker outside the Kraft, cuts it over top. Point, Knott County Central. 22-17.
Nice
very
job
smart.
by Kraft.
That was smart.
Yes, very smart.
Price came up and she hit it over top of it. Coach
Just
Riddle
high
saying,
enough till she could not get it.
Coach Riddle telling Linton to hit the ball. Riddle outside to Purry. Cuts it wide. Waddell, Miller, Kraft, Riddle, Johnson. Riddle middle. Baker, Miller outside. Waddell off the tape. Purry. Free ball, Knott County Central. Baker backside. Waddell off the block, and it's going to be point, Knott County Central.
Smart play. I was wondering. Kraft's doing a great job hitting, but you right now, if Waddell's hitting, you've got to get her the ball.
23-17, and she's way off the net when she's hitting that ball. Linton, that's going to be in point, Shelby Valley, and when she hits it, it rarely comes back.
Exactly. And she swings down every time.
Into the game to serve will be Savannah Church, a sophomore for the first time. And I can see why. Miller, Johnson, smart play getting it to the setter outside. Purry, Baker, Miller, Kraft, and it's not going to cross, and that will be point. Shelby Valley. 23-19.
Right now, if I was Knott, I'd go to Samara in the middle. You got to give her the ball, let her hit it.
Into the net. Kraft.
Nice job by Kraft.
Backside, nobody goes to it. Backside, Riddle. Bailey. Waddell. Blocked by Baldwin, 23-20. And Coach Cornett's going to call a timeout, and we'll take a timeout on Hometown 24.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley High School. This is the UK Healthcare first round of the girls volleyball state championship. The winner will move on to face Louisville Assumption or Louisville Mercy Friday at 11 a.m. at George Rogers Clark High School. Knott Central was able to get to the quarterfinals last year to play Notre Dame to see if they can get back. Church with a serve. Miller backside, Kraft over the top, and it's going to go long. Point, Shelby Valley. Church has come in fresh off the bench and lifted them with her serve. And she gets another ace. 23-22 Shelby Valley. Knott Central got to get one good pass here. Backside, Riddle.
Samara's got to get up there and hit this ball.
Waddell. Johnson.
Nice job.
Sluss. Free ball for Shelby Valley. Church, backside, Riddle. And that's going to be in. And they have come from behind to tie it up at 23-23. And Coach Cornett says, give me another timeout, and we'll take another timeout on Hometown 24.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley High School. As Coach Cornett called a timeout, Shelby Valley on a 5-0 run to tie it up at 23 apiece here in set number 2. And Church came off of that bench, and she has really served the volleyball.
Yeah, she's gave them a lot of life over here. I like Taylor. She come over to Kraft, and she's young. She knows how she, and it's like, it's all right. It's all right. Let's just play.
Once again, and it's another serve for Church. And that's going to be set point number 1 for Shelby Valley in set number 2.
Nice up.
Miller across. Bailey will kill, and that will keep Knott Central alive. Now it's whoever can get 2 in a row to close out set number 2.
Now you're back, you're even, now just play your game.
Blair to serve. Goes to Baldwin off the block. Nice job by Waddell to keep it alive. Goes in. Johnson backside. Riddle kill. Point Shelby Valley. Set point number 2 for Shelby Valley.
Right here. Knott's worked hard. They need to stay in this game.
Got to have a good pass. Johnson to serve.
Nice up.
Goes to Conley, backside to Waddell, into the block, and it's going to be a point. Knott Central stays alive in set number 2.
Smart play.
Good set by Conley.
Yes.
Sluss to serve.
Nice up.
Goes across the road, and it's going to be nice job by Baker. Hits it deep. Johnson all the way across the Riddle.
Good job by Sluss.
Outside, goes short. Johnson, Price, back to Riddle. She pushes it down the line. Conley with a one-hand save. I'll get it out.
It's okay.
Price.
Hey, it's fast.
Riddle. King. Bump. Goes across. Johnson back to Riddle. Off the block. Sluss. Over the top. Elkins. Johnson. Cuts it. Oh, my. Cannot do it any better than that.
No, that was a cut and a half. That came right off the side of her hand.
No way you can know that's coming.
Right here, neither team wants to lose. You can see they both have the fight in them.
Set point number 3. Backside, Bailey. Price. Bump set. Cut. There's Conley.
Good job by Conley.
Across. Short to Baldwin. Riddle off the block. Johnson. Baldwin short, and that's going to take the second set. 27-25 Shelby Valley. And when we come back, we'll go to set number 3. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Welcome back to the UK Healthcare State Tournament here, first round. Shelby Valley takes set number 2, coming from behind. Takes set number 2, 27-25, won set number 1, 25-19. You got to give Shelby Valley credit for continuing to stay in it there, and the outstanding serving by Savannah Church, the sophomore, comes off the bench and ignites their attack with her serving.
Yeah, this is watching on TV is absolutely nothing like being here live with all the excitement in the air and all the yelling and screaming and cheering for their teams. And these two teams are laying it on the floor right now.
It is a big-time environment here, as much like it was last year over at Knott County Central, and I was unable to do that game because I'd gone to the UK basketball game that night and missed out on that opportunity between Knott County Central and Ashland. And the winner of this match, like I said, will play Friday at 11 a.m. at George Rogers Clark High School against the winner. And all games are going on right now at the same time in the first round. So the winner between Louisville Assumption and Louisville Mercy at 11 a.m., and that will be the first match of the day at George Rogers Clark High School in Winchester.
And I would say that that's the number 1 and the number 2 team in the state of Kentucky.
Really, it is. Assumption's 1 and Notre Dame is 2. Mercy is the only only team to take a set off of Assumption in the state of Kentucky this year that I'm aware of. They were defeated 3-1, 3-1. So big-time matchup in their first-round matchup.
But let me tell you, man, it's just to get there is a big step.
And Johnson will start it off in set number 3. Miller.
Nice up.
Free ball. Johnson, Riddle off the block, and that's going to be point, Shelby Valley. Thank you to Vicki Wampler for tuning in. Vicki listens and watches, I think, every match we do.
Oh, yeah.
Era for Shelby Valley, point Knott County Central.
And I'm sure everybody doesn't know, but Vicki was one of my big-time softball players.
Yeah. Vicki, she's a winking. And Lily Blair hits it into the net. Thank you for Julie Grigsby tuning in from Lexington.
Yeah, this is a great atmosphere. That's why I liked it when the state tournament was all in one place. Give these kids a chance to travel and enjoy all that state tournament experience.
It's been a recent change that they've done this.
Yes.
Knott Central goes to Bailey in the middle, and that's a kill. Got to go back to Bailey in that middle.
Yeah, they need to use her. As long as she's up there, they need to use her.
Riddle over the top, and that's going to go long. Point, Knott County Central. Knott Central looking to extend the match into the fourth set here, up 3-2. Goes short middle. Conley stays there. Sluss with a bump. Goes to Baker, sets her feet off the block. Point, Knott County Central.
Baker does that as well as anybody, hitting from that deep, getting away from that net and hitting that ball off those blockers.
And she did an outstanding job of resetting her feet that time. Sluss. Johnson, backside, Riddle cuts it. It's, oh my, I'm just going to say I'm far away from that one.
Well, they recalled it, the judge on that side.
So overrule on that, and that's going to be a point, 5-2. Johnson backside, Riddle off of Sluss, point, Shelby Valley.
See, that's why hitters like that, you have to get those hands up there. You have to touch that ball, or you have to make her move that ball.
Price to serve, and that's going to go long. Point, Knott County Central. Bailey to serve. Outside, going to go short. Nice job by Zoe. Goes back, and that's going to be a free ball for Shelby Valley. Goes long, Riddle off the block, and it's going to be a point by Baker and Miller on the double block. Knott Central goes ahead 7-3. I think Purry might have knocked the breath out of herself a little bit diving after that one. To Purry. It's going to be a free ball as Johnson hits it short. Bailey all the way across, tight to the net.
Oh, nice job by Sluss.
Scramble, Linton block off of Baker, but it's going to go wide. Point, Shelby Valley.
Nice job by Baker. It just went off of her hand sideways.
Riddle will go back to serve. Outside, no, middle, an excellent call by Conley to Baker, and that's going to be the kill. They faked me out. I was looking out to the outside here.
Baker's had a good night in that middle, hitting the ball.
Miller to serve. It's going to be an overpass. King with a kill.
Good job.
Point, Knott Central, and Coach Riddle says, give me a timeout. We'll take a timeout too. Breathe back on hometown 24.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley High School. Coach Riddle with a timeout at 9-4. Knott County Central ahead in set number 3. Shelby Valley took the first 2 sets. Knott Central trying to stay alive. Shelby Valley trying to close it out.
Yeah, Shelby Valley does not want to go 4 sets because they know if they do, Knott County's got momentum. The better you can see Knott County beginning to stand up a little straighter, move a little quicker. So
got a little bit more glee on their face, too. Miller with a nice serve. Gravely had it to it. Nice job by Sluss getting to that one. Kraft with a roll, and that's what you were talking about,
That's
Betty
exactly
Vaughn.
right.
She did exactly what you were talking about. And, of course, Shelby Valley playing that back line pretty deep, and she scores the point.
Yeah, they've got to do that a couple of times and move that ball. They've got to make this defense over here move.
Riddle goes backside Linton off the block, and it was deflected and down. Point, Shelby Valley. And so I think somebody let off an air horn or something in the middle of the serve, so can't do that. And that's what the PA announcer just announced to the crowd. Goes to Waddell. Miller backside and over the top, and that's going to be a point. Smart play. And Baker will go back to serve at 11-5 here in set 3.
I've told you, that little tip. You got to make this defense move, and then you can start hitting away again.
Purry to Johnson, gives it up to Linton. Blocked by King. Point, Knott County Central, 12-5.
I also believe that ball went down, and then she blocked it back up.
I thought so. Regardless.
I know, it was a block.
It's a block.
I agree, totally.
Purry, backside Linton, over the top. Sluss with it, able to get to it. Johnson, Riddle.
Job by Miller.
Kraft off the block. Point, Knott County Central, 13-5.
Kraft has found the honey hole.
By the way, she's just an 8th grader.
Yes.
Talked to her dad before the match. Riddle, Johnson gives it up to Linton. Linton hits. Oh, did it go in? Yep, it sure did. Point, Shelby Valley. And Church is going to go back to serve. And you remember what happened the last time she came in?
Yes.
So we're going to mark it down 13-6 with Church coming in. Let's see if Knott County's ready for her this time. Miller backside, King over the top. Elkins to it. Johnson, Riddle behind the 3 mark, and Baker unable to get to it. Point, Shelby Valley.
Now right here, Knott County needs to get a hit. They've tipped 3 or 4 times, so now they need to hit and see if Shelby Valley's ready for that.
Sluss, Miller, Waddell, and that's going to go long. Point, Shelby Valley.
Yeah, when she set, Waddell set off the net, she needs to wait just a second before she takes off.
Point again, Shelby Valley. So Church 3 points after coming off the bench. Coach Riddle with a lot of confidence in her to put her in the second set, now in the third. Backside goes to King. Over the top, and it's going to go long, and that's going to be point, Shelby Valley. And Coach Cornett's going to call a timeout. We'll call a timeout as well. We'll be back on Hometown 24.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Welcome back as Coach Cornett calls a timeout after Church comes in and picks up 4 straight points, and kind of similar to what she did in set number 2 for Shelby Valley. And Coach Cornett trying to change it up just a little bit, try to get her off here, freeze her, whatever she needs to do, and tell her back line to just keep moving through the ball.
Yeah, they've got to hit, not over these blockers. They're going to have to hit around or just hit through.
Baker, Miller, Waddell over the top, and they're going to get it across. Miller, Kraft. Goes back to Riddle. She's going to go short. Miller gets to it.
Nice job by Miller.
Johnson outside Purry. It's going to go off of Miller. Point Shelby Valley. And Church keeps it going for the Lady Cats. Sluss, Miller, Waddell, block. Riddle, Johnson, Baldwin, Waddell. Free ball, Shelby Valley. Goes outside, Riddle, Baker. Ooh, that one crossed over. Riddle on 2. Johnson outside.
Nice ball
Miller
going.
Waddell, Riddle, and under the net. So that's going to be point Knott County Central, and a much needed one. You could see Knott County Central's fans exhale after that one. 14-11 ends the run by Shelby Valley.
I'd say nobody's taking deep breaths right now, Manus.
I'd hate to be a parent or grandparent of either one of these.
Yeah, really.
Or an aunt or uncle. Baker, Miller gives it up to Bailey. And it's going to be a point. Bailey put a little bit behind that one.
She did, and Waddell done a great job. When little 13 went up to get the ball, Waddell sticks her hands up. When she turns to look, that's all she needed.
Into the net,
nice
but
serve.
up by Elkins. Riddle. Miller, backside, Kraft. Over the top, they were wanting a 4 hit, but they're not going to get it by Shelby Valley. And Riddle hits it right in the coffin corner. That's going to be a point for Shelby Valley. 15-12.
It's games like these you hate to see a loser of the game. They're not, they really didn't lose. They just lost this game. Somebody is.
Didn't execute or whatever, and that's going to be hitting the net.
Both these teams are playing hard. You hate to see either team have to go home.
15-13. Knott County Central. Johnson to serve again. Sluss, Miller, Bailey. Doesn't cross, and that's going to be a point. Knott County Central, I believe Bailey may have gotten her hand on that.
That's what I was thinking. The way the rotation turned, it looked like she may have tipped that just
I thought it was going across.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to roll on across. Blair comes in to serve. Elkins tight to the net, able to get to it. Nice job by Johnson. Backside, Miller over the top, and
nice
that's going to be a point by Miller. I believe Miller has brought her A game tonight.
Well, and she's not trying to overkill.
No,
she's just pushing the ball. She's hitting it, but she's hitting it deep, and it's high enough to that back row cannot get to it.
17-13. Elkins, Johnson, Riddle off the block. Backside, Miller, and Miller gets the next kill. Point, Knott County Central.
Nice play by Miller. She just hits it off their inside hand.
18-13. Blair, Riddle, middle. Riddle hits it into the net. Point, Knott County Central. Coach Riddle, give me a timeout. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back on Hometown 24.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley High School. We're calling the UK Healthcare first round of the girls volleyball state tournament presented by the Bank of Hyman. Coach Riddle with a timeout at 19-13 in set number 3. Shelby Valley won the first 2 sets. Blair will continue to serve. You've got sister and brother looking in tonight.
All right, that's great.
Bill and Karen.
They said they were going to watch.
Blair is going to serve it wide, so the timeout works for Coach Riddle.
It does.
Purry will serve as Gravely will come in. Elkins comes out for Shelby Valley. Conley in, Blair out for Knott County Central.
But Knott County receives serve well, so they're going to get the first chance to get this in service, so get a set and a hit.
And they've got it going right here. Goes to Bailey in the middle. She hits it off the block. Blocked by Gravely on 2. And smart played. Point, Knott County Central.
Good job by Conley. I've told you, they've seen the middle of the hall, the floor is wide open.
And you got to give Coach Cornett the coaching point
exactly
on doing
right.
that. Goes to Riddle in the middle, blocked by Bailey. Point, Knott County Central, single block by Bailey. Of course, she leads the Lady Pats in blocks. 21-14, Sluss to continue. Purry, Johnson, Riddle, and that's going to go off the touch, and it's a point. It was in anyway, point Shelby Valley. Riddle in the championship had 37 kills in the championship match. That's almost unheard.
But you can see why.
I see why. King, Conley outside, Baker over the top, but Johnson's there. Gravely outside, Riddle. King not able to get to it, and that's going to be a point for Shelby Valley. 21-16. Price to serve.
Yeah, I would adjust King and bring her over here with Riddle.
Price hits it in the net. Point, Knott County Central. Bailey to serve. Price, backside Riddle, over the top, and it's going to go long. Point, Knott County Central. (23-16). Backside Riddle. Bailey was there. Conley, King. And that's going to go long. She did get over top of it. Coach Cornett was asking for a touch, but not going to get one. Shelby Valley point.
Right here, I'd run this ball to Baker.
Riddle to serve.
You got Baker, Miller.
Bump all the way across, and it's going to be a free ball for Shelby Valley. Johnson, Linton, and that's a kill. Point Shelby Valley. 23-18.
Knott County needs to score. They need to put the pressure on Shelby Valley.
Got to have a good pass right off the bat here. And nice serve, and that's going to be an ace point, Shelby Valley. 23-19. Kind of like hitting a fork ball in baseball. It went straight down. Another one, but Sluss got down with it. Miller off the tape.
Nice job by Miller. Good
Once
job.
again, no angle really on that, and she was able to do something with it.
Now, right here, she needs to put the ball in play and put all the pressure on Shelby Valley. They have to receive. They've got to get this ball.
Set point number 1 for Knott County.
Good, nice job by Miller.
Goes back to Riddle. Nice job, Waddell in the back. Goes backside. Going to cut it over the top. Johnson gets to it. Gravely's going to push it. Backside. King cuts it. Block. Kraft blocked by Gravely. Bump set goes to King. King over the top. Riddle. Almost a dunk shot there by Linton. Almost got by Linton with the dunk. Point, Shelby Valley. 24-20, set point again for Knott County Central.
But Knott just needs to stay calm. They've got a couple of points they can play with. They only need one.
Elkins to serve. All the way across. It's going to be a free ball, and that's going to be wide. Point, Shelby Valley. Set point again, number 3 for Knott County Central.
Right here, Knott needs to try to get the ball to Baker.
Free ball again. Price into Linton in the middle. That's going to be a kill. Point, Shelby Valley. And Coach Cornett says timeout. We'll take another timeout on the hometown 24.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back to Shelby Valley. Coach Cornick calls her second timeout at 24-22. Shelby Valley trying to stay in this third set. Knott County Central trying to extend it into set number 4. They have set point number 4.
Hey, Knott County's done a great job. You can't. Both teams have done.
Playing to their strengths.
They are.
Kraft. Miller goes backside to Baker over the top. Price there. Johnson. Riddle. And that's going to go long, and Knott County Central wins set number 3, 25-22. And when we come back, we'll have set number 4. Stay with us. As David Adams says, we got a dandy.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the UK Healthcare first round of the KHSAA Girls Volleyball Tournament, and it's presented to you on the Hometown 24 by the Bank of Hyman. Set number 4, Betty Vaughn, Knott Central with renewed spirit after winning set number 3. Let's see how Shelby Valley, do they get off the floor here? Do they go away? How do they do? And you can see they're in little pods talking.
Right. But you're right. Knott's got that little bit of momentum riding, so they need to start out strong here. They've got to keep Shelby Valley quiet and low-keyed for a while. Knott needs to build on what they finished with in the third set.
And ironically, Riddle, after made a few mistakes that I hadn't seen her make, and that benefited a little bit of Knott Central. Not that she made a great deal of errors, because in the first two sets, I don't know if she made any errors, hardly.
You're right, but, every error gives Knott County, that's a point for them, or that's
gives them a little bit of, I called it renewed spirit earlier. Knott Central will start off set number 4 with Blair. Price, bump set, Riddle. Backside, Waddell. Nice job over there by Elkins. Riddle hits it. And she's got that down pat. Because she don't hit it. She don't hit it down the middle. She hits it at an angle.
And that ball, when it leaves her hand, it's down. It's going down. She's that high.
Point number 1 goes to Shelby Valley. Johnson to serve. Baker unable to contain it. Point, Shelby Valley. Not the start that Knott County Central wanted. 2-0.
You can't let Shelby Valley get a 6-point lead here, 6-7-point lead. Because then you're going to have to fight the rest of the game just to get back into it.
Johnson again. Sluss. Conley. Miller once again.
That was a nice shot by Miller. I told you, Miller's hitting into these blocks. She's not trying to go over or around. She's hitting into these blocks.
Sluss to serve. Into the net. Point, Shelby Valley. Purry to serve for Shelby Valley. 3-1. Conley hits it, and it's going to go wide. Point, Shelby Valley, 4-1.
Knott needs to stop the bleeding right here.
King, Conley backside. Bailey's going to hit it long. Point, Shelby Valley. Purry to serve. Shelby Valley getting off the start that they desire. There's going to be an overpass, and it's going to be point, Baldwin. 6-1 Shelby Valley, and they can ill afford, as Knott Central can ill afford to let it continue out. Conley on 2, but it doesn't cross, and that's going to be a point. 7-1 Shelby Valley. Hurry to serve. King. Blair outside. Baker block, and it's going to be a block by Gravely and Baldwin. Point. Shelby Valley, 8-1. And Coach Cornick can ill afford to get any further, and it's going to be a timeout. And we'll take a timeout on Hometown 24.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Welcome back to Hometown 24 as Coach Cornick trying to stem the tide here. 8-1 Shelby Valley after the timeout. Purry will continue to serve for Shelby Valley. Thank you for tuning in on Hometown 24. Hit that like, share button. We still got a lot of volleyball to go. Blair outside. Baker, Price, Johnson, Riddle off the block. Blair gets it up. Miller all the way across. Baker, Price, Miller. Nice job by Purry. Riddle, and that's going to be a point. Give credit to the defense of Shelby Valley.
Yes.
9-1. Purry to serve once again. Hits it in the net. Knott County needed that in the worst of ways.
And that may be all it takes to turn this around. Samara's got to get her serve, and they need to score some points right here.
Need a 3 or 4 or 5 right here. Bailey, and that's one of them right there. Point Knott Central.
First time I've seen Bailey serve anywhere but the middle.
That is true.
I mean, really.
That is true. Riddle back and lunges, and that's going to be a point. She really gets her momentum going forward.
She does. Younger players need to watch that. She's got 2 good hard steps going forward when she hits.
Bailey, backside. King cuts it short. Riddle there. Over to Riddle. Block at time, and it's going to be a free. That's going to be a lift called, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Nice block that time. Miller to serve. Overpass. Baker puts it down.
Now Baker's like, I can do that too.
10-5.
They didn't even have a chance to blink at that one.
I remember back 20-some years ago when I go to the state tournament, I was amazed by how quickly they do that.
Yes.
And now a little conversation on
they're asking if she crossed the net. When it hits the top of the net, it's a free ball. That's neutral zone. Anybody can get it.
And it's also a way of delaying the free.
Exactly. Slow.
I started to say the free throw shooter. We ain't in bad. Oh, and that's going to be a point. And I ain't said it, but the net was kind to Miller that time.
Instead of tying your shoe all the time, you just go question something.
I've done a little bit of everything to do that in my lifetime. 10-6. Miller to serve again. Johnson outside, and Riddle off the top of the block was deflected, slowed it down. King over the top. Purry, Johnson, Riddle close to the net. Sluss with it up. Goes backside, goes short. Conley goes to Linton. No, Baker was up, coming down.
Baker was there. She had her hands right on the ball.
11-6, Shelby Valley. Nice play by Linton. She said, I hit a change-up that time, and she did.
Kraft will learn that. If you're going to free ball this, you've got to get it as deep as you can. You can't lay that ball right in that front row.
Riddle, Waddell, nice up. Backside, goes to Baker. Nice job by Purry. Cut shot, Sluss, nice job. Baker, Price, Conley, Linton, deep. Nice one hand. Can they save? No, they cannot. And Shelby Valley will pick up the point at 12-6. Thought we had a game of ping pong going on there for a second.
Minus this game is so fast, if you blink, you're going to miss a hit.
Waddell, Miller, Baker, Price, Conley. And that's right in that corner again. Rydell with the kill. Got to be impressed with this young lady.
Yes. But she has teammates around her, so it's not just like it's her show. She has other players that hit the ball well, play good defense. But yes, she can definitely put a hitting show on.
Goes backside, cut. Miller, Sluss with a bump. Goes back over the top with a dive that time, and it's going to be a free ball for Knott County Central. Miller, middle, Baker off the block of Linton. Point, Knott County Central. (13-7).
I can tell you, both teams are sweating.
A lot of speed on both sides.
Oh, yes.
That's something you got to get used to. Nice serve by Baker outside. Linton's going to push it. Nobody there. Smart play.
It was a smart play.
Because Kraft and Miller had almost come into the bleacher area here, and Baker couldn't cover every bit of it in the backside.
Baker was pulling up to try to take care of that spot, and Linton was smart enough just to push it deep.
14-7. Elkins to serve. Miller, Waddell block, and it was in. Point, Shelby Valley. Linton with the block. 15-7. Backside goes to Waddell, block. Into the middle, Linton, wow, big time hit.
See, that's that little zero said. It's so short and quick. You gotta, it's hard to practice against it because teams around in the 14th region doesn't do it that often. I know Knott has tried to run it a couple of times.
Sluss, Miller, Waddell over the top. Elkins. Nice job, but cannot get to it. That's going to be a point for Shelby Valley. 17-7.
You figure Riddle's arm has to get tired here after a while.
She swung a whole lot.
Yeah.
Goes to Sluss. Miller backside. King over top. Johnson, Linton. And that's going to be a point. Shelby Valley running away with set 4 right now, 18-7. Baker outside, Waddell off the block, point, Knott County Central. 18-8.
Right now, Knott needs to take anything positive and use it to their advantage. They've got to get themselves motivated. They've got to get up and finish this game.
Linton off of Miller, and it's going to be point, 19-8. Linton will go out. She had a good rotation that time, and Coach Cornett's going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout at 19-8. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Welcome back. Coach Cornett with a timeout, 19-8 here in set number 4. Shelby Valley trying to close it out. Yes, Mr. Wright, D&D does a good job. I don't know about being the king of the mountains, but we do pretty good here at Hometown 24.
Yes.
Miller across. Bailey. And Bailey puts it down. That's going to be a point for Knott County Central.
That was a great job by Bailey. She waited, and when it hit right on the top, she goes and gets it.
Blair needs a bunch for Knott County Central to try to get them back in this fourth set.
Yeah, they just need to keep playing hard. Hey, the loser of this game has nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, well, no way.
You're one out of 16 teams left in Kentucky playing volleyball.
You're exactly right. Off the block, but Sluss is there. And that's going to be a put down. That's going to be a point. 19-11. Oh, 19-10. I called that one wrong. They were wanting interference, but they did not get it. Blair to serve. Conley, backside, Riddle. Sluss is there. Backside. Waddell off the block of Baldwin's point. Knott County Central, and they're inching their way back in, Betty
They are, and I like Knott County's hitting the ball. They seem to be hitting the ball harder now than they were earlier in this game, in this set.
Elkins unable to get to it. Riddle will go back, and it's going to be a free ball. That's going to be a illegal contact point, Knott County Central.
That's pretty automatic. If you're behind that three-point line and you show that ball, if it rotates, they're going to call it.
Blair down the middle. Elkins with the up. Outside. Purry's going to hit it long. Nope. It was on the line, and it's going to be point, Knott County Central. Conley will come in for Blair. (2012). Johnson to serve. Bump set. Miller over the top. Price comes up with it. Riddle hits it down. Point. Shelby Valley 21-12. Johnson to serve. Baker bump set. Cut sharp.
That was a nice cut.
Price outside. Riddle goes down the line once again. Point. 22-12. It's getting dire for Knott County Central right now. They've got to have a bunch right here. Goes in the middle. Bailey goes short. Riddle. Back to Riddle from Johnson. Sluss over. Price. Johnson back to Riddle. Riddle off the block, and it's going to be point. Shelby Valley.
Knott County has to get a hit. Right here, they need to hit this ball.
23-12. Waddell. Backside Riddle. Nobody there. Point, and it sets up match point number 1 for Shelby Valley.
You just have to. Shelby Valley brought their A game.
This fourth set, they answered what we were talking about coming into set number 4. How would they respond? And they responded well. Baker, Conley, Bailey off of Riddle. It's going to be a free ball if they can get it across, and they cannot. Point, Knott County Central. Match point number 2 coming up as Sluss will serve. And that will end the match, and Shelby Valley has won the first round 25-13 in the fourth, 25-19 in the first, 27-25 in the second. And they will advance to the quarterfinals to play the winner of Louisville Mercy or Louisville Assumption at 11 a.m. at George Rogers Clark High School in Winchester Friday morning at 11.
Yeah, Shelby, Knott County has absolutely nothing to hang their heads on. They've had a great season. And I want to wish Shelby Valley the best of luck going into the state tournament. But
Coach Riddle's done an outstanding job here. Got a young group that
she does
will continue to shine the next 2 or 3 years here in the 15th region.
That's what I said. If the parents and the students will just stay calm and let her do her job, they'll see that they'll have a very positive.
And our Alice Lloyd player of the game will be Miley Riddle, the junior. I don't know what you call her, outside hitter, middle hitter. She does a little bit of everything.
She does.
So she will be the Alice Lloyd College player of the game. And, you know, for the people of Knott County listening out there, you've got a very good program. Coach Cornett and Justin Cornett do a nice job and something you can be proud of in Knott County and surrounding areas. So,
well, and they're going to have a good team for the next couple of years.
And, you know, to the 4 seniors, you know, I know they're disappointed in everything, as you can see their emotions across the floor, but they've had a great career and done a lot of things that Knott County volleyball was not known for.
Exactly.
And now, when you see Knott County volleyball, there is respect for that program.
Exactly.
And it's been coming the last 10 years. Started with Beth Justice and those people. And, of course, you can always thank Mr. Bill Grigsby.
Yes. But yes, you got to start somewhere, and they've got their name written at the top now. So they've got respect.
And we'll start them out #1 in the preview next year.
Exactly, they have to be since they won. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Until you beat the man, you know how it goes with Ric Flair. You got to be the man. You got to beat the man.
That's right.
Any final thoughts before we get off here, Betts?
I want to say thank you to everybody that's tuned in all year long. I want to thank you. Manus, especially my co-partner that's stayed with me and guided me and led me and helped me. Hometown 24 does a great job. I love it. We walk in and everything's set for us. All we have to do is put our headphones on. But I love this. I love doing this sport. I love the growth in it. Just like the district, the regional tournament, and this first round of the state tournament, the crowds are so much bigger. They're louder. It's getting there. Volleyball's getting there. It's getting to be one of your top sports in Eastern Kentucky.
And go out and watch some in grade school season. And then we got boys volleyball coming up in the spring. Go out and watch it as well. Want to thank Shelby Valley administration, Principal Greg Napier, for allowing us to come and do this volleyball game. We appreciate it. Want to thank, like you said, our Hometown 24 crew. They're the best. And, you know, for the people that's disappointed that Knott County didn't make it, come out and support them in the upcoming years and all. And thank you for supporting us. I echo what Betty Vaughn says all the time. Thank you for supporting us and being good to us. And hopefully we've been good to you. So with that being said, we're going to get out of here, and we'll see you next volleyball season. And possibly we may see you Friday night over at Alice Lloyd College doing a volleyball tournament. So if we can do that, tune in to us. So with that being said, good night and God bless.